What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you had a great weekend, or at least a weekend that wasn't as bitter as Petty Betty's. So she did another Instagram Q&A. She really has been loving them ever since she was pregnant with Creed, and even since she gave birth to him. Like, I guess maybe because he's keeping her up all night, you know, with breastfeeding and all of that. But anyway, she did do another IG Q&A, and so I picked some of the more interesting questions and responses that she answered to share with you today. So why don't we just jump into them? The first one I saw was a question from someone asking her whether or not Chris was treating her any better, and she responded with, "I don't remember the last time that I heard from him," which to me is a little bit comedic, right? Because listen, her son Creed is about 4 weeks old, and she said that Chris was at the birth. So yeah, I'm pretty sure she remembered the birth of her son, which means that, of course, she remembers the last time she heard from him. If that even is it, it probably was at least 4 weeks ago. Maybe just say, listen, we haven't really been in touch since, you know, the birth of the baby, and leave it at that. But of course, Kail always has to be as dramatic as possible, trying to elicit the most sympathy that she possibly can. And I feel like she always misses the mark, because this is the same girl giving us the receipts we need to clock her on her lies. It's like being allergic to bees and then handing us a beehive to throw at your head at this point. Like, it's too easy, Kail. Come up with something a little bit better sometimes. Next, someone asked her, how do you not have the urge to text? She bleeped out his name, but it was Chris. Updates or pictures. I am struggling with letting go. So she posted a photo of the baby with a response that reads, I used to do this. I've come a long way. It is exhausting to try to get someone to want to be involved. I got tired. If they wanted to know, they would ask. If they wanted to be there, they would. You will drain yourself trying to make them want to be a father. Which, again, I don't really understand, because she knew that this was the road that they would be going down, because it is the same road that they already built a house on with their other son, Lux. So this is a self-made situation. At this point, you have a fetish for deadbeat fathers. Let's not pretend you don't. I'm not going to shame you on your little kink, sis, but, you know, let's call a kink here. You like that this guy is unavailable. You wanted your other two baby daddies to be unavailable. That's why you were probably one of the most difficult teen moms on the show, on the franchise story, to co-parent with, because this is what you want at the end of the day, like to really struggle and suffer and be able to cry victim to the world. Something else that's really irritating about this is the fact that she gave this child Chris's last name knowing all of this. Their previous son, Lux, also had Chris's last name initially, but then she went back and changed it to her own last name because she felt as though Chris was not deserving of his last name. And, you know, remember, Chris allegedly tried to sign away his rights to Lux anyway, while she was already pregnant with Creed, and she figured, you know what? This deadbeat, like, we're meeting for him to sign away his rights to our other son. I still got that little PFA on him, and I'm pregnant with a new one, so why don't I give this child this deadbeat's last name? Like, I really don't understand what goes on in her head, you know, at this point. And so this child is still here with his quote-unquote deadbeat dad's last name. For what reason? For what reason? Someone else asked, what steps did you take when looking for a therapist? Did you go through insurance or did you pay out of pocket? To which she claimed that she called about 13 different therapists to try and find someone. She was so desperate for help that she was willing to pay out of pocket. Nobody had availability or took her insurance, but she was lucky enough to find someone who she works really well with. And she claims that she goes to her therapist once a week. I believe now it's just a virtual thing, of course, with the pandemic and of course with a newborn as well. And yeah, she said she's been going on a year of that, which is wonderful. I hope that it starts to help her out a little bit, because so far she hasn't stopped contributing to her very own dysfunction. You know, like I said earlier in the video, she is someone who loves and thrives off of, you know, dysfunction and complaining about it. And I don't understand why this woman cannot just be happy with the fact that she is single at this point. Like, you and Chris are no longer in that limbo state. Remember, she used to claim that Chris would lie to her and this other woman and pit them against each other, both of them thinking that they were his girlfriend, yada, yada, yada. Now that you know that you guys are over, why can't you just be happy knowing that that nightmare of a merry-go-round ride is finished. You know what I mean? Like, you would think she would be relieved at this point that it is done. I really wonder what she has against being single. Like, she's been posting a couple of different like Instagram stories and stuff, like intimating that she wants to get married. She's like, the next time I talk to someone, he better be on that wife me, S-H-I-T, you know, me when I get a boyfriend. Girl, be single for a bit. You have a newborn baby. He is 4 weeks old. Like, it is okay at this point to just relax. From one mid-20s girl to another, Kail, being single is amazing. Look at my turtleneck. I just got this and I get to enjoy it. I don't have anyone bothering me about it. Like, it is so fun. And look, I got to pick up hydrangeas from my balcony garden without someone's son terrorizing me. Single life is amazing. Relish in it, because listen, we're young. And so if you find the right person, you are signing up for like decades upon decades of sharing your life with someone, which is all well and good. But at the same time, I think it's important to have a couple of years of just enjoying your life yourself and getting to know yourself and just having a good freaking time. So girl, go pick some hydrangeas or whatever flowers, decorate your house with them, and relax. Everything will come in due time. There is no need to be trying to force toxic relationships to work out. There is no need to be posting like angsty tween Tumblr quotes on Instagram all day, every day. It's just enjoy your baby at this point. I don't know why she doesn't just enjoy this baby and stop harping on the misery for 1 second. Get yourself a turtleneck even. Look, it's getting cold, girl, and look how cute these things are. Anyway, you guys, those are just my thoughts on Kail's endless stream of depressing Instagram stories. But as usual, I'm more excited to hear what you have to say about everything. So please make sure to leave all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, and we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.